Diversification is dead. If you've got £100, £1,000, or even £10,000, I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to do with it and why most finance channels are actually lying to you about spreading your money around. First, you need to figure out your goal. I guess watching this, you want as much money as fast as possible. Most of us do. But what most finance channels tell you is to spread your money around. Buy ETFs, buy gold, buy stocks, buy commodities, buy bonds. It might feel safe, but it is a sure way to guarantee mediocre returns. If you had £1,000 in cash and put it in a broad S&P 500 tracker, in 10 years, compounded at 13% a year, you'd make roughly £3,390. That's not even close to the average house deposit. 10 years of work for £3,000. Diversification kills opportunity. If you want maximum returns, it's the opposite of what you should be doing. Now, before we talk about numbers, the first thing that we need to speak about is risk. And this is the main thing that I'm going to talk about today. Risk. Risk, 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 risk. You need to answer the following question. Are you low risk, medium risk, or high risk? Now, most of you will say, yeah, I'm high risk. I bet £100 on blackjack and, lose. High risk is being comfortable with losing all of your money in a blink of an eye. And once you know your risk profile, you can actually start looking at how you can invest £100, £1,000, or even £10,000. So let's start. Okay, you've got £100. This is not about wealth. This is about learning. You're not going to become a millionaire with £100. I know people will say you can, and if you build wealth and compound it and put in £100, you'll watch it grow. It will take you forever. Treat the £100 like a tuition fee to learn. What you need to do is open a stocks and shares account, put £100 into something and wait. Because this is the point in which if you lose £100, so what? You'll get to understand what volatility is. You'll see the green numbers and you'll feel great. And then you'll see the red numbers and think, should I take my money out? No, you shouldn't take your money out. At this level, you actually have to adopt a high risk profile. If you buy something for £100 and it goes up to £500, that's great. You've just done really well. But also, if it goes down and then goes to zero, you've only lost £100. The main thing is to understand the experience. A £100 investment, if that's all you've got, should be about learning. Okay, so what about if you've got £1,000? Well, this is slightly different. The average individual in the UK has £16,000 in savings, which isn't too bad. It's not enough, but it's not bad. Now, £1,000 of that is roughly 6%. So it's not life-changing, but it's still meaningful. If I was to come up to you and give you £1,000 on the street, you'd be pretty happy, wouldn't you?
Give me money, give me money, give me money, give me money, give me money.
Now, if your goal is to get rich with £1,000, you still, unfortunately, have to adopt a high-risk mindset. Now, you could say, well, I'll just stick it in the S&P 500. Okay, well, the numbers aren't great. Like mentioned before, S&P 500 will return you 3,300. It's not good enough. But there is opportunity for you to become rich with a £1,000 investment. Bitcoin, for example, has historically done 102% a year. Hypothetically, the same £1,000 invested 10 years ago would be worth over £1 million today. Now, if you only have £1,000 to your name, I'm not advocating for you to go and stick it into Bitcoin and hope that you become a millionaire in 10 years. But if that's all the money you have in the world, you have to adopt a high-risk mentality when investing. But what about £10,000? First off, congratulations, that's a large sum of money. And £10,000 is slightly different. It's probably taking quite a long time to save. And it would also hurt emotionally if you were to lose that within a week's time. Here, your risk tolerance does have to include peace of mind. With £100, you can probably earn that in a week's time. With £1,000, yes, it might take you 5 months, but you'll be back within the game within 5 months' time. But £10,000, that could take you 2, 3, 5, 10 years to save. If you're investing £10,000 and you're checking it constantly, it means you're overexposed. When we invest our money, for the first part, we're going to check how it's doing. But if you're checking it every hour of every day and you can't sleep because of it, and every time you open your phone, you're looking at how much you've made or lost, you need to take some money out. Now, yes, you can still invest in stocks and ETFs and crypto such as Bitcoin, but you need to scale back slightly so that you can handle the psychological aspects of investing. This is why I think that £100 to start with is a great tool to understand your risk profile. Rule of thumb is never invest more than you're willing to lose. For me, I'm willing to lose everything because I've got a really high risk tolerance. It works against me quite a lot, but I'm okay with that. For you, it could be £1,000, £10,000, £100,000. Figure out what your limit is and then also respect it. Now, nobody wants to hear this, but long-term thinking wins every single time. Yes, there are people that bought something and it's shot up in value and now they're worth 100 grand. The beauty is, though, that you don't need to pick the hidden gem or pick the winning lottery ticket. You can be consistent, invest over time, and let your money do the work for you. An example of this with Bitcoin is that 3 years out of 4, Bitcoin is actually in the red. You don't make any money on it. And then over an 18-month period, everything seems to happen. If you want major gains and want to make lots of money, a change in risk needs to be adopted. 90% of the game is mastering risk. By doing this, you'll have a better chance of financial success. But it comes with downsides. You have to be headstrong when everybody else is panicking. What separates great investors and those who build genuine wealth are the ones that understand risk. If I can give you one bit of advice, it's to understand where you want to get to. For some of us, it could be mortgage-free. For others, it could be £10,000 in the bank. Is buying the government bond at 5% a year going to get you to the place that you want to? Probably not. Every entrepreneur takes on massive risk, and investors do as well. There is no reward without risk, and you just have to be comfortable with that.